You gonna show it to us?
Yes, yes I am.
This is fantastic. So anybody that's watching this video, go ahead and describe it. Go give a full demonstration of it if you don't mind.
Okay, well here, let me take it out.
There we go.
So it's meant as a formal evening clutch. This is something that you would take to a gala, a charity dinner, or just an upscale night out. And this is made in Lakeland, designed and made in Catapult, just a couple blocks from here, starting with just raw materials, a plate of brass, just a flat plate of brass,
Okay.
and then a block of maple, and then the brass is cut on a mill on the flat shape of this design, and it's cut out, and then there's a machine with rollers that bends a radius into it, and then where it meets at the bottom, it's welded together and then polished, and then the pins are brazed, like welded into place that hold the case floating, and then even the latch for the hinge, each one of the parts is
Brass.
made in-house.
You made the hinge too there?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Individually soldered these tubes and pins in place. And then the case is made of hard maple with lacquer, similar to what you would do with the grand piano, was kind of the feel. I will end up making these down the road in a couple of deep, rich wood grain colors with a clear finish over it.
Okay.
But I wanted the introduction of this to be its own thing, separated enough from the furniture and the woodworking, so that when somebody sees this for the first time, they can just see the product and the aesthetic
And appreciate.
that on its own, rather than as much of like comparing it with, not that I have a problem, I just wanted it to be its own thing.
Yeah.
So then with the black lacquer finish on this, and then there's a couple colors that I'll make this in, more of timeless colors on the exterior. And I think the black lacquer is gonna be
Top dog.
it's gonna be the staple. And then also I'll be making this in gold hardware, silver hardware, and black hardware.
Wow.
And then on the inside,
It's like a jewelry box. There's your signature.
signature and the year engraved in it. And then, let's see the camera, that has a red velvet interior, and it's a technique I didn't know about until I started researching for this, but where you tape off everything, you spray the adhesive into the case, and then you spray very fine, loose velvet fibers into the case, and then after it dries, you remove all of the extra, and then you have a velvet surface that just exactly.
May I?
Yeah. It exactly matches the interior of the case because it was sprayed in place. And then.
Wow. Hear that snap?
Give it a try. Just push.
Well, it's heavy too. That's heavy duty. That ain't going nowhere, is it? That ain't going nowhere. That's a serious.
Here.
That's
It's
fantastic.
substantial. It has weight to it.
Yes, Don Burns has held the original. I got to hold the original. I think it's a lot heavier than I thought it would be too. My goodness, that is.
So nobody is going to pick that up and mistake it for
That's
anything.
correct.
Anything less than
The best.
like, this is unique. This is special. This is something different. This is.
How did, actually, have you had any review, have they got back to you and said, Robert, man, you nailed it, or can we do it again, or has
I've
either one of those?
only heard I've only heard positive. So I have a couple show and tell.
Absolutely.
So this
Oh,
is
maple underneath.
before any finish work. This is the rough shape of it that will then get sanded and then with filler and with primer and smoothed out and then lacquer and then clear coats.
Wow. And this, oh, you can see the,
The tooling marks.
yeah, you can see the tooling. That's pretty cool.
And then with this one, just kind of held in place, you can see where you start it flat, rolled together, and then it'll get held in place, and then that overlaps will get welded, and then this will get drilled for the pins, and
To be held in. And you say you're gonna do this in what different metals?
it'll be in brass, in gold, silver, and black. This specific one will be the only time. I made this out of aluminum for the silver color,
Lightweight.
but I don't like the weight and the feel of it. It doesn't feel the same as brass, and so instead I learned how to do electroplating to plate the silver and the black over the brass, so they all have they're all the same weight, they're all as substantial. This just doesn't feel, aluminum versus brass, it's not the same, and it doesn't feel the same, and I didn't like that they felt different.
Yeah.
And so,
That's understandable. It's yours. That is clearly understandable.
and then, what we're working on,
Uh-oh, we got a surprise. Now, when I release this video, people are gonna know, and I'm gonna promote the hell out of it. Is that okay?
that's okay.
Okay.
They'll see soon enough.
Okay.
This is just a printed prototype, but we're scaling down to make the original and a mini, and we're making the mini just big enough that it will fit your cards, keys, lip gloss, and that's about it. The original size will fit up to an iPhone 16 Pro. The mini will absolutely not fit any phone.
This phone right here will fit in that.
A 16
13?
Pro, but not the Pro Max. Is it a max size? or-
Yeah.
It won't.
Okay.
Yeah. And so the mini is going to be as small as possible.
Can I hold that one? Can I look at
Yeah.
that one?
Yeah.
What is, oh, okay, this is printed.
That is a 3D print where we'll take and we'll use that for prototyping sizes. And okay, so what's the biggest that's comfortable? What's the smallest that's comfortable to make as much of a contrast?
Right.
And that way we can pretty easily see before we commit to
course.
solid brass, we're able to model it and print it out, which is so different than the prototyping I had been doing. So we're learning, we're gaining new ability to do things a little bit quicker as we go along.
That is incredible. I wish sometimes that I would devote my time to one project, but I don't. I'm spread to, iamlakeland is my baby, and I take care of her really well. But mine is in the virtual world. Mine is not in the physical world. Mine is all up in people's minds. It's marketing and name recognition.
I've got to do a
logos.
lot of that.
Dude, you've already done it. You don't know it.
Well,
The name Berganza shows you that you've already done it. Now, you may be inclined to want to do more because of who you are, but the name Berganza, you've already done it. I'm not kidding. I mean, when I met you, I said, dude, I see this from a mile away. I see the light a mile away. You're on your way. There's no doubt about it. Well, congratulations. I'm impressed. I'm envious. And I am appreciative that you let me be a part of it. I kid you not. It is awesome. And now, just remember me, when you go to some of these parties up in Paris and some of these parties in New York, fight me one of them. Just one. That's all I want to do is go to one. That's all I care about.
Well, in the meantime,
There you go.
you're welcome whenever's the next time you're in Catapult. Message me and see what we have going on. We always have.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Absolutely.
There's always at least a couple things going on that we're building between. We'll be busy working on these, working on this, and then developing this, and then the next.
Are you taking any orders?
So
So if I spring it out onto the world and it really takes off, are you taking orders? Can they just send them to your website? How do
yes. So if you go to my Instagram and you click on the link in the bio, there is a link to place an order directly, or just message me and talk about what you want. Like
That's right.
I'm so much more used to a conversation than a link on a website.
Of
Everything
course.
that I've made up to this is this individual piece for you. And it just feels that just feels the
I
right
agree.
way. Come on in, come see it.
Yeah, let's
Talk
chit
to us.
chat.
Yeah.
Let's have coffee, let's talk about it.
Yeah. If somebody sees this and is so inclined to click the button and buy it and then talk with me, that's okay too.
So, Carolyn, was it Carolyn? Who's your employee?
Oh, Charlotte.
Charlotte?
Oh yeah.
How is she's working out well for you? Has she decided she's staying with you?
Oh yeah. So that's all the way back from the beginning of the conversation. That's what I was saying about the employee turnover. So yes, she's gone from intern to full-time regular employee about a month ago.
All right.
When she started, including her, there was 4 of us. And then a couple months later, one of the 4 quit. And then a month ago, the other one quit. And so now, I congratulated her on being the most senior employee.
After a month.
Right. So she I think she made it out of the internship, and a day later she was the most senior employee. I have help on the way again for the shop, so it won't be just the 2 of us, but
That sounds like that Polk job thing is ideal. It seems like a great idea where the kid or whoever makes a little bit learning,
Mhm.
and you get a little bit of teaching and benefit. Absolutely, that's
I
wonderful.
think so. If you're bringing in somebody who has no work experience at all, give them a little bit of direction, and I think pretty soon you'll see, how much fit and how much potential, but anything that they can do to learn and take a task, take a task off somebody's plate,
Mhm.
with it being grant funded the way it is, there's not a lot of downside. So there's not a lot of risk. There's the risk that somebody will take up more time than whatever they can provide. But even in that, if it is such a terrible fit,
Yeah.
you can end the internship if you need to. But
Sure.
I haven't been close.
Yeah. Well, the internship is young adults developing what they want to do with their life. And they're taking a chance to see if this is the route I want to go. So they sign up and say, this is what I want to do. And then sometimes they can't figure it out for a year. Sometimes they figure it out in months. But it's a young, human developing, and they're trying to find their way in the world, and they see this opportunity and say, hey, let's see if this is for me. Well, sometimes yes, sometimes no. It's just, and then you get a new one. Yeah, I think it's a great plan. Fantastic. Helps the young one, helps you.
Yeah.
It's frustrating sometimes, probably when you've invested some education and some time into people and they walk. That's a little frustrating, but you know you've made the world a better place by teaching them.
Yeah. And so far it's just part of the experience. It's part of the adventure. So people are going to come in. They're, come in, hopefully learn and grow, and hopefully they can, leave with more value. Like I say, hopefully they've gained value in the experience, but nobody's staying forever, and that's just okay.
Yeah, everybody's different. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where about this is this show that you said is coming up on Saturday? How can we get into tune with that?
It'll be on the 26th
Of April.
Okay. And it's through the fashion movement. Are you able to, if I give you their social media handle, can you?
Just say it, man. I want people watching this.
That's it. It's at the Portico. The Portico in Tampa.
How do you spell that?
Portico.
Okay.
Yep, by the fashion movement. And if you go on their Instagram, there's a link to reserve the ticket to see it.
Is this the first official show?
Oh yeah. Yep.
This is the first official show. So if you get a golden ticket, you can put it in your.
Yeah. So that'll be the first, and I'm learning some terminology. I'm learning my way. I love the product, but I don't know at all. I love the product. I'm a stranger to the industry, and so
it's fun.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the fun.
Yeah.
Well, Robert, I appreciate your time. It's getting close to the end here. I go to robertberganza.com if they want to know more at any time, right?
Best is to, if you're on Instagram, go on Instagram to just type in my name. It's just at Robert Berganza, and that's definitely updated the most. And follow along. So we have this that we've just.
What's the name of this again?
Ring clutch, and it's a formal evening clutch, but the name, it's just kind of happened. The ring clutch.
Ring clutch.
So I had a handful of designs, and I was like, the one in the ring, that's the first one.
All right.
And then I just ended up calling it the ring clutch. So we have the ring clutch that we've made, the ring clutch mini that's close behind, and then the next design after that is already, the concept is there. It's more of wider, rectangular, with like an arc shape across the front. We'll just have to wait and see.
Well, you left that seed, you planted that seed here.
It'll be there.
That's just fun.
Next time we talk, we can talk about that one too.
Man, I appreciate your time, Robert. Have a fantastic day. I want to thank Cohatch for letting me use this room too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, between Cohatch and Catapult, Lakeland has some really great entrepreneurial resources. To have a space like this to host what we're doing right now, and then Catapult with all of its resources, but then also a maker space where I can think of, design, and from the ground up create this, and learn by using exactly what equipment I'll need to go move out and move on in my own shop. It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's from concept to end production. You can do it at Catapult. From concept, I got an idea, to product. I started at Catapult.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are blessed here in Lakeland to have all of these resources and such a positive vibe where everybody helps everybody. We share it, resource. was destined.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening, but I sure enjoy it.
Oh wait, one last thing.
Sure.
Just shamelessly asking anybody who's listening, just working on connecting with anyone in our community who is involved in, appreciates the industry, or even just content creators in the fashion space specifically, or aspiring influencers, anyone who is in that space that would like to follow along the journey, come out, see it in person, anything, reach out to me. I'd like to meet anybody interested in following along.
That's the way I feel too, dude. That's exactly how I feel. And it's led me to nothing but goodness. It's led me nothing but goodness.